morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am down in Cardiff, which is very random actually because I'm based in Leeds. However, I am here to see a client in person and to see their team. So I thought I'd film more of a day in the life today. So I came down yesterday. I came by the train and I've been awake this morning doing consultancy stuff. The thing is, with running a business, I also see clients, but I also have to run the business, like be in the business and out of the business. So I wanted to tell you a bit more around what I actually do, like what is it like to be a consultant. And this morning has been full of strategic work, but mainly replies for strategic projects I'm working on. So to give you an example, a project I'm working on for a client at the moment is around career framework. So I gave a bit of feedback and advice on that because what they've done is they've roadmapped for a copywriter from junior all the way through to senior. But one thing that they actually really miss is the impact that that role will have at each stage for the business. Like, I'm a big believer we should be more impact driven within our careers. And I personally hate job descriptions. I think they're so boring, so uninspiring, and they're just like a boring to-do list. So I really help clients to move more towards a role and impact statement rather than just a job description. So yeah, we went through that from a career perspective, like what skills do we need them to evolve to get to the next level, and then what impact will that role have. So that's one project we've been working on. I then had an email come through this morning for a restructure, so I've just responded back to the client because this is a completely new client. I haven't worked with them before, just to really understand what is the structure of the organization currently, what is the reason for the change, and getting more to the root cause. In my early career, I used to take people at face value and I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's do that. But now I really take the step back, and it's also made me a better professional. So I've been working on that. And then this morning as well, another one of my clients who we support on an ad hoc basis, but I support them quite regularly, which is nice. We are looking at their, again, role and impact statement. So they have just completely restructured their senior team, and they want to provide role and impact statements. So I was talking to them this morning around that, and we're going to arrange a call with them. So what I do a lot as a consultant is really looking at what is the long-term impact within the business? How can I help an organization to build out their experience to fit that? And how can I make work easy? And one of the best ways to do that is actually speaking with their people to understand the root cause rather than just treating the symptom. That is a phrase that will forever live in my brain when I had Megan Trotter on my podcast. And I say it all the time because it's absolutely what we need to do. And I didn't do that for so long in my career. So that's what I've been doing this morning. I've also scheduled a few reminders and notes for my VA to really help and pick up, because I'm on site all day with a client today. But I have a problem. I have a really big problem. It is 30 degrees today and I didn't dress for 30 degrees, but I'm in jeans. I'm in this cute Odd Muse top. However, I'm gonna be so hot. So what I'm thinking is I need to get to the client for 9:30 and the shops have just opened. So I'm gonna quickly dash to M&S and see if I can get like a dress and maybe some sandals, because this outfit is way too hot. Also, to sit in an office I've never been in before, like I don't know if they've got good aircon. I'm also naturally hot, like as a person. So yeah, all of that to kind of quickly dash to this morning, but I'm going to take you with me. And then I'm going to go on site with a client. We do the diagnosis. So what that diagnosis involves is speaking with the team, also understanding where they are as an organization, what is their priorities. I speak to every individual for around 30 minutes, and also speaking with the business owner to just understand next steps. Oh, I need to brush out my hair, by the way. This is not the end product. I'm going to brush it just before we go. And then afterwards, I will be getting the train back to Leeds. So that's going to be at 3 o'clock and I will be back home for 7:45. Then providing a recommendation. So I've had our recommendation template beautifully crafted by a graphic designer. So now we've got that infrastructure, and I provide data-backed recommendations to clients just to really help them to build out an experience they're proud of for their next stage of growth. So that's my day in a really quick overview. But this is where, with being a consultant, people ask me, like, on a day-to-day, what do you actually do? And I do a lot, like a lot. This is one of my fun days though. Like, I really like to get out. I really love to talk to people. But whilst I'm doing that, there's also a lot that happens in the background, and I've got really good support around me to help me with that, which is really great. But I really want people to know that as part of being a consultant, you are a strategic partner to the organisation. So my clients reach out to me for us to partner. So we're looking more long term, like what is the plan for the next 12 to 9 months, and how can we build an experience that retains, attracts, and engages really, really top talent. And I'm not talking on like a superficial pizza, beers in the fridge, and after work events when we spend so many hours at work, nobody wants to spend any more time in the office. I'm talking about genuine, authentic connection, evoking emotion, and how can we create impact where people want to perform at their optimum level so that when they perform to their best, the business performs to their best too. So that's really what we do as a consultancy. And it has taken me a really long time to get here, to be honest. Like, I left corporate 2 years ago. I feel like now I'm in a much better flow of who I am, why I am different from every other consultant who's out there. And I'm really happy. I know I've been going through a bit of a moment recently, but this, for me, is exactly why I left corporate. I did start in HR nearly 10 years ago. This is when you say you don't look it. And I accidentally fell into the industry. Like, this was supposed to be maternity cover. And I'm still here, still vibing, but I love it. If anyone ever has any questions around how to get into HR, what they should be thinking about, but also how to become more strategic in your career, let me know. Oh, on the point of strategic, one of my favorite episodes that I recorded with a podcast guest, he's called Harry. I'll pop the link to the episode here. He was a former HR director of Royal Mail, and we did an episode on how to be more strategic in your career. So let me tell you, if you are watching this and you're thinking, I want to be more strategic, listen to this episode and then listen to it again, because it is so good. It's one of my most highly commended episodes that I've had. Anyway, I'm wittering on. I need to now run to M&S, try to find a really cute dress and sandals, because I'm in trainers, and dress and trainers is just not my vibe, and then head over to the office. We've had to abort mission on M&S. It was M&S food, not M&S clothes, so just currently going through Primark just to try and find an acceptable outfit for today. And I'm already so hot, and I've only just walked from my hotel to here, so this is desperately needed. Please, Primark, find me a dress. Goods secured. We're in M&S. I got myself some trousers, more like lightweight, super lightweight, like this. Trousers, a black top, and yeah. So I'm just going to actually go to the bathroom and get changed, and then I'll show you my outfit for today. So M&S did as well. This is my outfit now for clients. I'm gonna head over to the head office. So feeling so much lighter. It was way too hot before. But yes. Thank you, M&S. So this video is different energy level from the one earlier. I had to get a later train back, just due to client things happening, like I couldn't kind of get away, so did that. But then my train's been cancelled. So I am just trying to make my way back, and currently I will be back home for 11 p.m. Day in the life of a consultant. I mean, today was really good, speaking with all the team, really enjoyed it, really good impact as well, like I love talking with people, but I'm tired, very tired. It's so hot, it's like 32 degrees today as well, which is wild, but yeah, I'm currently sat in Cardiff, waiting, so yeah, this is me. Hair up. It's so hot. move. It's absolutely fine. Still figuring out my way back, but I want to talk about today and something that is now on my mind. So every organisation that I work with that has less than 20 as a headcount, I noticed the same thing. They are still growing as though they're a team of 5 where they can just collaborate really quickly. But when you get to that level and that next stage of growth, you've got to have really intentional infrastructure, and these companies don't necessarily have that. Maybe because they've not done it before. But then what happens is people get really clouded, they're not clear, they don't have that clarity. Then they feel disconnected and confused, and someone today called it a whirlwind, and I can totally connect with that. And I think it goes back to not explaining the why to the organisation, not the organisation, to employees as well. Because when we don't do that, that is when we will face high turnover. And it's interesting because when I speak to clients about this, they very much operate on an assumption level, and that's where it goes wrong. So I've just walked away and I've just checked my emails, and the client has said, thank you so much for coming today. You've actually provided so much clarity for the direction of the future and where we're going, and areas I thought were clear quite clearly aren't from a team perspective, and that's where the power of being a third party comes into play. So as much as it's going to be late when I get home, it's okay. I've had a good day. I'm going to get home safe. That's the most important thing. But this is, I actually think, a really good representation of my days, because they are never how I think they're going to go. They're always different. I didn't think I'd be home at 11 p.m, but, that's part and parcel of it. Days like this, a 9 to 5 would be so much easier. Do I want that? No. Do I want to create impact and purposeful work? Hell yeah.
Platform 3
so,
for the 1842 cross-country
this is my train.
To Leeds via Birmingham Euston.
Yes.
Calling
she's getting home. So, yeah, lots is going on, but thank you everybody. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Thank you for watching. See you next time. And let me know if you like day in the life or week in the life. See ya.